alleged bombshell report that the New York Times obtained Donald Trump's tax returns going back several years, and is reporting that in 2016, the year that he won the presidency, he paid only $750 in taxes. The next year, he paid only $750 in taxes. In fact, apparently in the last several years, last 10 of the last 15 years, he paid nothing in federal income taxes. Breaking news. Breaking news. Business people seek to minimize their tax liability. By the way, notice a word omitted from everything I just now said about the taxes. What word would that be? The word would be illegal. Is there any evidence he's done anything illegal? Now, if you're unhappy that business people are allowed to take advantage of tax losses to offset their gains from tax losses and depreciation, and the other thing that people in Donald Trump's business do, then Joe Biden had 47 years to do something about changing the tax code. What did he do? And it's not like President Trump has not admitted that he tries to minimize his taxes. Remember the exchange between him and Hillary in the 2016 debate?
Or maybe he doesn't want the American people, all of you watching tonight, to know that he's paid nothing in federal taxes, because the only years that anybody's ever seen were a couple of years when he had to turn them over to state authorities when he was trying to get a casino license, and they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax. So if he's paid zero, that means zero for...
Did you hear that? He said, that makes me smart. That's what he said.
He's paid zero federal income tax. So if he's paid...
That makes me smart. That's what he said in 2016. So why would anybody be stunned that Donald Trump tries to minimize his tax bill? He's admitted it. Warren Buffett also challenged the IRS over a tax bill for one of his corporations he didn't think he should pay. Business people try to minimize their tax bill. Breaking news.
Income tax. So if he's paid zero, that means zero for troops, zero for vets, zero for schools or health.
And he's never admitted paying federal income taxes. He's never denied it. Right after that debate, here's what happened.
Gosh, Dana, let's go to Dana back in the room. Dana.
And my question for you is, first of all, it sounds like you admitted that you hadn't paid federal taxes and that was smart. Is that what you meant to say?
No, I didn't say that at all. I mean, if they say I didn't, I mean, it doesn't matter. I will say this. I hate the way our government spends our taxes because they are wasting our money. They don't know what they're doing. They're running it so poorly. Whether it's spent in Iraq or wherever they're spending it, they are wasting our money. So I do hate the way our government spends it.
Now, the way these reporters who don't know jack about finance, jack about accounting, jack about economics, jack about running a business, the way they're reacting to this is exactly why Donald Trump did not want to turn over his tax returns. Because these people do not understand the distinction between tax deferral, tax avoidance, both of which are perfectly legal, and tax evasion, which is not. What is the evidence that President Trump has engaged in tax evasion? These are the same people that want to give Al Sharpton a pass for being $5 million light in taxes. He hasn't paid them. Is there any evidence that whatever it is Trump owes, he didn't pay? No. Al Sharpton, $5 million, at least a few years ago, light in taxes, not a problem. Honestly, let me read you a quote from a judge named Learned Hand. I remember studying Judge Learned Hand when I was in law school. He was so respected. He never made it to the Supreme Court, but he made such an impact at the appellate level that his opinions are often quoted. Here's what he said about taxes. Quote, anyone may arrange his affairs so that his taxes shall be as low as possible. He is not bound to choose that pattern which best pays the Treasury. There is not even a patriotic duty to increase one's taxes. Over and over again, the courts have said that there is nothing sinister in so arranging affairs as to keep taxes as low as possible. Everyone does it, rich and poor alike, and all do right, for nobody owes any public duty to pay more than the law demands, end of quote. What are we talking about here? You want the man to pay the maximum in taxes when he can pay the minimum in taxes? He's a hypocrite, like Al Sharpton, who votes for the party to raise taxes while not paying his own taxes? No, he's not. He's not a pro-rich tax guy like Warren Buffett, who also challenged the IRS. Here's a headline. from the Huffington Post. I'm holding in my baby brown libertarian fingers, holding it up for the camera over here. Dateline, December 6th, year of our Lord 2017. Headline, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway owes taxes going back to 2002. Another headline, this is CNN Business. Despite record profits, Amazon didn't pay any federal income tax in 2017 or 2018. Here's why. No evidence that anybody did anything illegal, it says. Taking advantage of normal kinds of breaks that people get, it says. But when Trump does it, somehow, some way, oh, and then the news is now, well, Trump is not he's not worth as much as he says he's worth. He's a fraud. He's not worth $10 billion. He's worth much less. Okay. How many times have I told you? Forbes magazine did a full thing on Donald Trump's net worth and said he's probably worth around $3 billion. Not 10, but around $3 billion. And by the way, has lost money every year he's been in the White House. But even before the coronavirus pandemic, lost money because a whole bunch of people don't want to patronize his property anymore because they think of him as a fascist and a Nazi and a racist and blah, 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 blah. So can we knock it off? It's not like this is some sort of secret. Oddly, businessman Donald Trump believes it's smart to minimize taxes as opposed to maximizing taxes. By the way, in the category, as Hugh Hewitt pointed out, that's not going to appear in any coverage, from 2005, 2007, Donald Trump paid a total of $70 million in income taxes. By the way, federal income taxes is different from state income taxes, from sales tax, from bed tax, hotel tax, payroll taxes, all of which he's paid while employing thousands of people. Is this thing on? New York Times. Quote, Trump does pay taxes, a lot of them. By the way, as I said, he pays payroll taxes, property taxes, excise taxes, sales taxes, local taxes, whatever fees are imposed by various states while employing a bunch of other people. Donald Trump, he pays more than other. Okay, do other people lose hundreds of millions of dollars and therefore get the benefit of offsetting those against their gains? Do other people employ a lot of other people? Do other people pay the kind of sales tax, excise tax, hotel tax, bed tax, payroll tax this man pays? Hypocrisy. In Massachusetts, they allowed people who wanted to pay more taxes to voluntarily check a box after they lowered their state income tax. Guess who didn't voluntarily pay higher taxes? Barney Frank, John Kerry. Is this thing on? I'm Larry Elder.